Hello everybody, it's Glitter Informer and welcome to the Mommy Issues episode of Meitantei Pretty Cure. Today's episode introduces the second ever official customer of Anna and Mikuru, introducing this random lady who looks like a background character. Unlike everyone else the girls have helped so far, she doesn't have a missing item. So what's her problem? Well, her mom is dead, which obviously sucks. But also, her mom was a super famous landscape painter who made only a single painting that wasn't a landscape. It's a self-portrait. The lady wants to know why she made this one solitary painting of herself. It's a big, vague question that might not have a solid answer, but our protagonists take on the case nonetheless. First, they go to a bookstore to see if there's any books about the lady's dead mom, but although there's a lot about her fashion and travels, there's nothing relevant to her actual paintings. Then they head over to the art store from episode 4, where they meet up again with the mystery woman. I love that this show keeps bringing back minor characters from earlier. It makes the show's setting feel like a real community. Even though it's a delight to see Mystery Woman again, she can't pinpoint anything special about the self-portrait's composition. So yeah, Anna and Mikuru start out with a bunch of dead ends instead of immediately finding useful clues. This is a recurring element throughout the show, and I really like that things don't immediately go their way. I've never been a detective before, but what they do kind of reminds me of my time doing computer programming. Whenever there's a bug, I have to sleuth out where the heck the program is going wrong and how to fix it. Often I end up looking into a lot of places that have no issues before I eventually stumble upon the part that's tripping things up. Even putting programming aside, I think pretty much anyone can relate to people trying, failing, and struggling at first. But the girls keep their chins up and keep going, which is super inspirational. On their way out of the art store, they meet up with Kurea Hoa again. I knew she wasn't just going to be a one-and-done cameo in episode 2. This time she gets more than just an extremely brief appearance, though she is still a minor character when all is said and done. Turns out, Kurea isn't just a waitress at this patisserie. She's allowed to do actual baking, and she's really good at it. She's made macarons for the table, and everyone agrees that they're absolutely delicious. The customer lady says they're nothing like the crappy macarons that her mom used to get her when she was a kid. Kurea's baking prowess is really impressive. I'm currently employed, fortunately, but for the first 16 months out of college, I was applying everywhere for a job, even a part-time minimum wage one. But none of them would hire me. I love baking and I really wanted a job doing that, even if it meant I had to get up at like 4 in the morning. But none of the places that are known for their baked goods will let you actually make the food unless you've already got culinary experience. Yet Kurea, who is only 16 years old, is allowed to make food at a restaurant whose entire purpose is baked goods. Not only that, but the food Kurea made is macarons, which are notoriously difficult to make. There's a reason they're so expensive when you buy them at the store. If something as uncontrollable as the air pressure isn't just right, the macarons aren't going to turn out well. And you need to mix the batter exactly the right amount. If you overmix or undermix even a little bit, the macarons will come out all wrong. I've wanted to give macarons a try for years now, but because the process is so intimidating, time-consuming in particular, I've been too nervous to try. So good for Kurea for figuring out how to bake them. Now don't go nodding off just because I went on a tangent. Macarons being so difficult to make is actually relevant to the plot. Since Kurea obviously knows her stuff when it comes to baking, she informs the group that since the macarons the lady's mom fed her were lumpy and gross, those macarons were probably homemade instead of coming from a store. So that means that the mom baked those macarons herself, going through all that effort just to give her daughter a sweet treat. But here's the thing, the customer never remembers seeing her mom bake at the house. It's just like the self-portrait. She never saw her mom make the painting, which is why she has no idea why her mom made it. The plot thickens. Here's where I want to get into the emotional core of this episode, the customer's complicated feelings towards her mom. This show does a really good job of communicating this lady's feelings without outright telling us what's going on in her head. Through flashbacks, we can see that she's kind of resentful of her late mother. Her mom always seemed so perfect and distant, constantly dedicated to her world-renowned paintings and top-notch fashion. Compared to her mom, she always felt really small. She used to like art too when she was a kid, but seeing her mom's paintings going up in museums made her feel insecure about her preschool crayon drawings, so she stopped. Overall, we get the impression that the customer thinks her mom only cared about herself and her own success. The fact that her mom made her those homemade macarons is a chink in the armor that is her image of perfection. Unlike Shiriku from last episode, the mom actually has a flaw. She's not the greatest at making macarons. She was too embarrassed to show this side of herself to her daughter, which is why the customer lady didn't know the macarons were made by her. But even indirectly, she showed this weaker, vulnerable side of herself. Also, she could give a homemade, heartfelt gift to her daughter. Anna then gets an idea. You see, this whole time, what the customer lady has been showing them is a photocopy of the painting. Anna thinks that if they get their hands on the real painting, they can find a clue that isn't in the copy. So the girls and their customer head on over to the customer's apartment. Anna pulls out the pre-kit mirror loop and scans the painting for fingerprints. This is pretty clever. The loops can detect footprints, so it's only logical that they can detect fingerprints as well. Interestingly, there are fingerprints not just to the left and right of the painting, but on the top and bottom as well. Mikuru notices that at the bottom of the painting, one of the fingerprints is cut off by what looks like a ring. In the painting itself, the mom is depicted with a ring on her pinky finger, so Mikuru deduces that the person who held the painting at the top and bottom must have been the mom. This is extremely clever, but also unnecessary. Episode 8 established that the girls can filter out certain prints from the loop, so she could have just told the loop to show only the mom's fingerprints. Well, whatever. The girls get a Jimmy Neutron brain blast and realize that despite being a self-portrait, the painting is not supposed to be in portrait orientation. It's supposed to be flipped around to landscape orientation, which makes sense in hindsight because its artist specialized in landscapes. This whole time, the customer had been displaying it wrong. First, everyone thought that in the painting, the mom depicted herself as lying down outside. But now that the painting is in the correct orientation, it's clear that she's lying on a sofa, which is kinda weird because she has shoes on in the painting. Mikuru points out that in some countries, people wear shoes indoors, but as a filthy American who traipses around the house in her disgusting outdoor shoes, I would never put those shoes on the sofa. Shoes are for the floor only. And that's when the customer realizes everything. Back when she and her mom lived overseas, they had a sofa that was the same color as the one in the painting. And she remembers her mom lying on the sofa just like she did in the painting, back when she was little and they were eating the lumpy macarons together. This whole time, the mysterious self-portrait was actually a monument to the happy time she and her daughter had lounging about the house. Upon realizing how much her mom actually cared for her after all, the customer starts crying, which is super sweet. And here, for the first time, we see the creation of a Makoto jewel. Up until now, the important items in each episode were already treasured and valued before the episode began. But here, this lady didn't have much emotional attachment to the painting until now. So only now does a Makoto jewel materialize out of thin air and plop itself into the painting where it disappears. Which begs the question, why are Anna and Mikuru able to see this happen? This doesn't seem like something the average person in this universe is aware of. The customer certainly doesn't notice the Makoto jewel, though that might be because it isn't in her line of sight. Are Anna and Mikuru only able to see the Makoto jewel because they're Pretty Cure? Well, it doesn't really matter because in comes Gouemon. He's here for the painting and the Makoto jewel it contains. Anna and Mikuru don't want this guy barging in and stealing the painting, so they grab the painting and run the heck out of the apartment. Then Anna demonstrates another pre-kit ability that comes out of nowhere. The pre-kit loop can create copies of items. The copies aren't exactly the same as the original, which explains why they don't just make copies of the Makoto jewels until Pochitan has enough to return Anna home. Anyways, now they have 4 paintings. Anna runs off with 2 paintings and Mikuru runs off with the other 2. How is Gouemon gonna tell which one is real? Well, fortunately for him at least, Gouemon has once again brought along Luluka and Mashitan to shadow him. Luluka, being the most intelligent and competent member of the Phantom Thieves Guild, comes up with a plan. See, the girls will instinctively protect the painting that's real. So using his magical wind-manipulating paper fan, Gouemon blasts a bunch of water out of a fountain and into the girls. Mikuru instinctively shields herself against the jet of water with her paintings, whereas Anna only uses one to shield herself. The other is the real deal. All of the copies instantly disappear once getting hit with the water, so Gouemon is able to take the real one. To Goemon's credit, he actually listened when Usonora said to prioritize thievery over fighting the cures back in episode 8. He tries to run off, happy as a clam with a painting in hand, but the girls get up and chase him and he's like, okay, I guess I'll have to fight you guys off. So he turns the painting into a Haninda, and the girls transform to fight. Is it just me, or is the fight scene animation in this episode kinda sorta killing it? There's a lot of different angles and fluid movements. None of the fight scenes in this season have been bad so far. They're short for my liking, but they do the job. This fight scene just feels different. I'm not sure why they're pulling out all the stops for a filler episode, but hey, I'm not complaining. This Haninda's special ability is that it shoots beams that turn whatever they hit into paintings. Gouemon's goal is to turn both Cure Answer and Cure Mystique into paintings, so that he can bring them back to Usonora as inanimate trophies. This is a really clever plan. It also means the stakes are higher than usual. Cure Answer and Cure Mystique cannot get hit even once. Fortunately, just like in the past few episodes, the girls have a plan. Cure Mystique baits the Haninda into attacking her and blocks its attack with a good old Mystique reflection, and while the monster is preoccupied, Cure Answer punches it and knocks it over. That's it. That's the entire plan. It's kinda disappointing that they didn't come up with a clever solution, like they did with the Haninda's cape in episode 8, or the top of the spinning top Haninda in episode 9, but at least they didn't win the fight solely due to plot contrivance like in episode 6. So the girls do in the Haninda with flying spectrum, and they recover the painting and return it to their customer. Huzzah! But there's one last scene of note before the episode ends. Mikuru asks Anna what her favorite food is out of all the meals her mom's cooked for her. Anna's favorite is hamburger steak, by the way. Mikuru assures her buddy that she's gonna get to eat mom's homemade hamburger steak again soon, because she'll make absolutely sure Anna gets back to the year 2027. It's really sweet that the show hasn't forgotten about how much Anna misses her family and her home, especially since I pretty much did. Anna wears a mask with a smile for hours at a time so that people don't worry about her, but Mikuru remembers her friend's troubles and makes an effort to cheer her up anyways. It's so sweet. And that's basically it. That was a nice episode, I tell you what. It may be filler, but it's got a strong emotional core and was solidly written. Next episode, we're going to actually see Luluka transform into Cure Arcana's shadow and fight the girls for the first time in this entire show. This whole season has been hyping her up as a huge threat. Her intellect is, of course, stunning, but during her brief contribution in episode 6 when she saved Pochitan's life, she was also shown to have substantial attack prowess, and to be so quick as to be invisible to the naked eye. So how the heck are our rookie detective Pretty Cures going to be able to defeat her? Are they going to lose again? Are the writers going to have to make her inexplicably weaker in order to give the main characters a fighting chance? Or are they going to prove themselves by coming up with a clever solution to outdo the absolute unit that is Cure Arcana Shadow? I'm super hyped to see it. Until then, bye-bye!